Welcome to Extra Class Online Academy, your #1 hub for free quality education, anytime, anywhere. We offer a wide range of online lessons covering ZIMSEC subjects from Form 1 to Form 6, Cambridge IGCSE, South African Matric from grade 10 to 12, and many other valuable courses to help you succeed academically and beyond. Whether you're preparing for exams, catching up on classwork, or learning something new, we've got you covered, and the best part? It's all absolutely free, no matter where you are, in Zimbabwe, South Africa, or across the world, education should be accessible to everyone. At Extra Class, we believe in learning without limits. So go ahead, subscribe, explore our lessons, and join thousands of learners already upgrading their knowledge the smart way. Let's grow together. Extra Class Online Academy, learn free. Learn smart. Learn anytime.
Types of rainfall. There are 3 types of rainfall, and we are going to learn about these ones today. The first one is relief. Other name is orographic rainfall. Relief or orographic rainfall. This type of rainfall occurs in mountain regions where warm moist air blows over the mountain from the sea. The mountain will force the warm moist air to rise. As the warm moist air rises, it expands, cools, condensation takes place, and the clouds are formed. So here is our diagram which shows a relief rainfall. We have got our ocean where warm moist air is rising, then it will blow over the land. This mountain is forcing our warm moist air to rise. Now it will rise up to a certain level up in the sky. When it reaches this level, condensation is going to take place. When condensation takes place, it will reach the dew point temperature, and then when that happens, this moisture is going to reach a saturated place or a saturated condition. When saturation takes place, the air cannot hold any more water vapor, therefore it will come down as rainfall. So this is what happens. The air is forced to rise. Now when the moisture rises to this place, the air will continue to blow, but when it reaches this side, it will be dry air. It doesn't have any moisture, therefore it will continue to go. This side where the wind originates from is called the windward side. Wind blows from the windward side towards the leeward side. And this point, can you see that rainfall is on one side, which is the windward side? At this point, this is called a division mark here, where we have the rain shadow effect. This side is no rain, while this side have got rain. So this is relief rainfall in a nutshell. So this type of rainfall, especially in Zimbabwe, is received in the eastern highlands, where we have high mountains that causes warm moist air coming from the Mozambican side to rise. Let's go to the second one, convectional rainfall. So this rainfall is formed when cool or cold dry air falls from the atmosphere to displace the warm moist air on the surface, right? So we have cold dry air in the atmosphere that will fall down, and when it falls down, cold air is heavy. Cold air is heavy. So this cold dry air, since it is heavy, it is going to displace all the warm moist air on the ground. When this happens, the warm moist air is forced to rise. Once it rises, it will expand, cools to condensation takes place, and then make clouds. Now, this is convectional rainfall, so it needs a lot of sun or heat from the sun. The sun will hit the ground. When it hits the ground, all the air next to the ground becomes moist from evaporation and evapotranspiration. Now, since the air in the sky is cold, it will fall down, displaces the warm air rises, and then condensation takes place. The clouds are formed, and eventually we get rain. This is how convectional rainfall happens. This rainfall is associated with the thunder and lightning. The condition for the formation of rainfall are the sun hits the ground, becomes warmed up, the warm moist air next to the ground is heated, forced to rise, expands and cools, and it forms cumulonimbus clouds. These are those clouds that are very scary. If you see cumulonimbus clouds, you will be very scared. Let's go to the last type of rainfall, frontal or cyclonic rainfall. Frontal rainfall is also called cyclonic rainfall. This type of rainfall occurs when warm air is forced to rise over cold air. So here's the difference between frontal and convectional. Frontal, the warm air is forced to rise over cold air. So let's say here is our cold air in blue, then here is our warm air in red. So what happens? Cold air, this one is heavy, then while warm air is light. Okay, warm air is light. So since warm air is light, when these two air masses meet, one is blowing from one side, the other one is blowing from the other side, they will meet. When they meet, the warm air is forced to rise over the cold air. When this happens, this warm air is forced to rise until condensation takes place. So these different air masses meet, and the cold dense air forces the warm light air to rise. A front is formed separating these two air. So this region is called the front. This region where they meet, this is called the front. That's why it is called the frontal rainfall. This region in black, where we have our cold air mass and our light air mass, where they meet, it's called a front. Right, let's continue. The rising warm moist air expands, cools and condenses and causes clouds and rainfall. So frontal rainfall usually provides or produces a variety of clouds which bring moderate to heavy rainfall. So those are the three types of rainfall that we have, and thank you very much. Here is a picture of a frontal rainfall in order for you to understand it. This rainfall is also associated with thunder and lightning.